such an honor to see you and be part of this speed mentoring program today. I just want to say I've met many famous people over the course of years when we've got amazing people coming and doing wonderful things for Wings of Hope. But I can tell you truly, I was so amazed to see your video about your achievement, because it's not often that you see somebody who's got a handicap and who's done amazing things. Less than 3 hours, the first human being with an amputee to set that world record was one. So can you just tell me what exactly sort of inspired you to do this?
Yeah, I was inspired by a fellow athlete, Terry Fox. He was an athlete that had both his legs, but due to cancer, he lost one of his legs. And I saw this film, the Terry Fox story, and he then challenged himself to better himself. And he was in a hospital environment where there was a lot of people that had the social barriers in front of them and their own mental barriers that they couldn't achieve. But he said that even though he'd lost one of his legs, he wanted to run again and to prove to people that he was as much a person as he was without a leg than he was with a leg. So he tried to run a marathon a day from east to west of Canada. Now that's over 5,000 miles.
My goodness.
So I saw that as a young lad, and that set a seed in my head to say, even though I haven't got any legs, any challenge that comes in front of me is not going to stop me. Maybe in certain circumstances it might take more support networks to overcome the challenges, or even more time or more effort to be successful in that area, but I still want to be as successful as my peers. And watching that story, I then learnt about the obstacles he had to overcome to be successful, and learnt from that film. Unfortunately, Terry Fox didn't complete his journey because he got secondary cancer in his lungs, secondary sarcoma, and he died 3/4 of the way through his journey. That also taught me that sport as a tool is very powerful, but the sport's not just about medals or coming first. Sport's about the power of sport and how it can affect the community and bring everybody together as a family, however diverse the community is.
I know that a number of our students were holding this, but I'd like to hold this too. And this is your 2012 gold
That's right.
that you won. One of the things that inspires me is your ability to rise up and sort of rise up to the occasion, because you were telling me as to how well prepared you are just before every event, and how you lay down your clothes and exactly, you've got that mental preparedness. With so many students that we've got, we've had something like about 25,000 students who've done WOHA.
Yeah.
What exactly would you like to tell them as an inspiration, as a model that you follow?
I think for me the mental toughness is a key, because my body is just like an engine really, but you need the juice that goes in it to power it, and that's what the mind and the heart's about. You need to be self-driven, you need to be determined, you need to have empathy to your surroundings, you need to want it more than anybody else. For the challenges that I set myself, I say to myself, why can't I achieve that? If I don't achieve that, somebody else will. And do I want to let them have my place in university, or have my place in that line of work, or my gold medal at 2012? And if that answers no, I want that, and I want that more than anything, there's no reason why, whatever ability you are, you can't overcome those obstacles to be successful.
And just to, just in terms of comparisons as to what a human being can do. You've done 40 marathons in 40 days and 1,000 miles, and with this kind of handicap, it's just such an inspiration that I find that the mental makeup that you have is something quite different, and you probably trained yourself more mentally.
I think I'm quite stubborn as well. I'm quite.
That's being over modest, but then to train your mental abilities is a lot harder perhaps than training your physical abilities. And
Definitely.
It's just mind-boggling. 1,000 miles in in 40 days, but with this kind of handicap, must be quite challenging.
It's tough, yeah. So we did a marathon a day for 40 days, and obviously 26 miles every day, and marathons aren't flat. The UK is not a flat country. In Cornwall and North Scotland, it's very hilly, so you've got challenges and obstacles to overcome every day.
Yeah, it's almost like life, isn't it?
Yeah, it is like life, and when I spoke to people in the morning of one of my marathons, they'd say, how are you going to get through the hills and the challenges that you've got today? And I just said, like every other day, whether it's flat or hilly, they're the challenges that I have to overcome today, and effort levels need to be managed to do that. And the good thing about myself is that I make sure that before I start a challenge, the foundations are strong. And what I mean by that is that I've got people that support my challenges or support me as a person, whether it's parents, whether it's coaches, whether it's strength and conditioning coaches, whether it's mentors, whether it's psychologists. There's lots of people that make up Team Whitehead, and it's important that you respect those people, credit those individuals for the support that they give you, because they really work as one. And without those, I wouldn't be as good an athlete and a person as I am today.
In terms of advice to these young students that you've seen today in speed mentoring for WOHA, what advice would you give? I mean, in terms of what they should be doing in terms of taking on the challenges of life?
Yeah, I think within society at the moment, we're at a crossroads where youngsters don't aim high enough.
Yes.
I think for me, the possibilities are endless for everybody. In the room with all those students, everybody should aim to be the best, and that's really important. If there's a place for Oxford or Cambridge, why can't you go for that? If there's a gold medal at the end of the rainbow, why can't you achieve that? And it's important to have those real big dreams that are in the sky. But if you've got what I use, a ladder of success, that you climb each of those rungs on that ladder and break down the severity of that challenge, you can really be successful. And with the help of active mentoring, I feel that's definitely achievable.
Thank you so much indeed. You are an inspiration for me. I'm sure it's a great honour to meet you, and
thank you.
A great inspiration for all our students. Thank you so much indeed.
And thanks for your support too.
That was very good.